Ends with us in court. That's what the internet has coined this messy, seemingly never-ending movie drama, and with every passing day, a court date just seems more and more realistic, especially when one side is making public promises to sue the other party into oblivion with evidence. So that is where we are at with the It Ends With Us movie drama. It's been ongoing since August of last year, pretty much right when the movie landed in theaters. The last major update that we got from Blake Lively's side was that she had filed a very long lawsuit against co-star and director of the movie Justin Baldoni, the film's production company, the CEO, Jennifer Abel, and Melissa Nathan, who are Baldoni's publicist and crisis communications rep. First, she filed a complaint, and in that she accused Baldoni of SH on set, and then trying to destroy her reputation after the film was released by creating a calculated smear campaign. This comes after some texts were leaked from the women that Lively is suing, in which they discuss the inner workings of this alleged smear campaign against Lively. Now, Baldoni has countered, and literally right at the end of last year, December 31st, he sued the New York Times for $250 million for defamation because they ran an article in support of Lively. Lively filed her suit same day, the 31st, and now we're into the new year and Baldoni's legal representation has responded to that. They claim they are going to sue Blake Lively into oblivion and do so with a large amount of evidence. Not even just with a large amount of evidence. That is almost too tame compared to what Baldoni's lawyer, Brian Friedman, actually said on the Megyn Kelly show on Wednesday. Mr. Friedman claimed that they were going to essentially release everything. Every text, every voice note, every receipt Baldoni's side has acquired. They are going to put it all on a website for the public to view. They want people to draw their own conclusions about everything. This is a pretty unique situation. It's rare that a celebrity feud involving such famous individuals would release all of their information like this. In situations like this one, cards are typically played pretty close to the chest. The public is on a strict need-to-know basis. Like, take everything with the "don't worry darling" situation, for example. That was huge drama, theories were flying and rumors were running rampant, and yet to this day, the public never got all the details. Florence Pugh never said anything about the alleged on-set antics. Sure, we got little crumbs of things here and there, some on-set stories and phone call receipts, but to literally have your team put every single piece of evidence up on the internet, like, what is about to happen here? The good, the bad, and the ugly, that's unheard of. It's messy and everything people have always wanted from their celebrity drama. Lawyer Friedman also suggested that they were even looking into suing other people close to Lively, like her husband, Ryan Reynolds. Why are we bringing him into this directly? It's actually because of Deadpool and Wolverine and the character Nicepool. If you didn't see the movie, in it there's a bunch of variants of the Deadpool character, and one is Nicepool. This was a brand new character, not even in the comics at all. He was basically just really nice, to the point where you wonder if he's actually nice. Footage of some of Nicepool's jokes that didn't make it into the movie have been said to poke fun at Baldoni and the It Ends With Us situation, with remarks about the character being like a fake feminist and things like that. So that is why Reynolds is being explicitly pulled in. There is also the nature of the allegations against Baldoni to take into account. The allegations against him are quite serious and the kind that you definitely don't want attached to your name in the long run, especially if you're not actually guilty of them. So in the event that he is telling the truth and he didn't harm Lively in any way, he would need serious proof. A website with every shred of possible evidence, every single message exchanged, even the ones that aren't the most flattering to you, that might be exactly the thing he needs to clear his name. One of the biggest complaints against Blake Lively that was then used in favor of Justin Baldoni was the manner in which she promoted the It Ends With Us movie. You might recall her famous audience call to action, "Grab your friends, wear your florals." Cute little sentence on its own that becomes significantly less cute when you remember that the movie is about DV. People called Lively's actions tone-deaf and inappropriate, and just generally, the internet agreed that this was not the way to handle the movie promotion. She also frequently chatted about her hair care brand while the press tour was happening. Specific to that aspect of her press, people started roasting the actress online since they thought promoting dry shampoo for a film like this was pretty inappropriate. That quickly morphed into people attacking Lively's appearance, and in particular the actress's hair. Basically, many of the comments boiled down to people thinking Lively's hair wasn't nice enough in the film or even in real life to justify promoting a hair care brand on this tour. They tried to recreate Barbenheimer with It Ends With Us and Deadpool and Wolverine, but I fear the With Us crew failed to realize that they were the Oppenheimer of the equation. But hey, they couldn't have predicted everything. It's not like the book it's based on and the author have had years of pushback and controversies. The matter of the intimacy coordinator, though, and intimate scenes in It Ends With Us are a major talking point right now. For anyone who is unaware of the position intimacy coordinator, their job is to do what it says on the tin essentially and just coordinate any intimate scenes. This is done with the actors and director. The actors actors because they will be in the scene, obviously, and the director because they have a vision for the film that needs to be present. If you have stunts in a movie, you get someone trained to build those, someone who can make things look good on camera while making sure all parties are safe and respected, and it's the same for intimacy coordinators. The IC is also important because they are someone an actor can easily say no to. A big problem in the industry used to be that actors felt like they couldn't say no in situations like this because they would be saying it to the director's face, and that can be intimidating, especially for those just starting out or without a lot of power. It Ends With Us is unique since the director is also an actor in the scene, but the intimacy coordinator is still there to discuss boundaries with actors before anything even happens, and then you build from there. Here's the thing, ICs are definitely a newer position. Their importance highlighted by the Me Too movement, so those that have been working in the industry pre 2015 are not as used to them as newer actors might be. ICs should be on set while the scene is being filmed. Intimate scenes today are generally closed sets, and that just means the only people in the room are those that actually need to be there. This is important because before this became the standard, sets could be accessed by almost anyone on the production, meaning that anyone could watch as long as they didn't hinder the process of filming. Suddenly, an actor isn't just performing this intimate moment for the director and a few crew members, but now a bunch of random people, and that's way more pressure. So the IC helps manage the closed sets so that no one sneaks in because they simply want a live show. In Blake Lively's recent filing against Baldoni, she included a 30-point list of demands that she had asked for during the filming process. It seems that things hadn't been going great on set, and in order for Lively to feel more comfortable to return, she needed these demands to be met. A screenshot of messages allegedly between Lively and Baldoni, and then Baldoni and a female producer, were released. Baldoni had sent a screenshot of a conversation he had with Blake. Their convo looks like Baldoni told Blake that he had just hired an intimacy coordinator and was going to set up an intro meeting for them. It sounds like this wasn't meant to be a choreography meetup, just something to meet each other, but Blake said that she was good to just meet the IC when they started production. Baldoni then sent this to the producer, expressing a concern that Blake meeting the IC later might mess up the workflow, but the producer said it was fine. So it sounds like Lively just didn't want to meet up before production officially started. But when it did start, Baldoni's side claims that Lively still refused to meet with the coordinator. This meant that instead of the coordinator being the liaison between actors and director, it was almost the opposite. He also alleged that he and Blake would meet in her penthouse to go over what was discussed at the meetings and write their scenes. If this is true, then it actually directly contradicts something Lively said back in August, when she mentioned how important it is that intimate moments be choreographed by an IC and how ridiculous it would be to leave that up to the actors. Now, an intimacy coordinator can simply just help build the scenes and that's it, but that's kind of only half their job. The other half, again, happens on the day when the cameras roll. We know that this movie had intimacy coordinators, Lizzie Talbot and Chelsea Carey. Lively and Baldoni talked about their importance months before all this drama even started. But from what I have gathered via Blake's suit, Baldoni's response, and their comments over the past few months, all this, following this sentence, is speculation and alleged. The IC was hired and the scenes would be choreographed offset in a meeting or meetings that Lively chose not to attend. At the beginning, when it came time to filming these scenes on the day, the IC was not present, and that is maybe when the unwelcome improv happened. This resulted in Lively requesting that the IC come onto set for filming, which the production had no issue with as they already were working with them off-set. It's clear that the situation is wildly complicated and ever-changing. New details are definitely on the way with the promise of a website containing every bit of proof about the film. The public is going to have a lot to work with over the coming weeks, but what do you think? Let us know, and if you want more, check out Top 10 Embarrassing Celebrity Text Leaks that went viral. Thanks for watching. Bye!